and welcome to the channel if you haven't been around before. And what we're going to do is make a Mai kitchen knife, and that is from 1084 high carbon steel in the centre, which will be the cutting edge, and then some 15N20 higher nickel content for the sides. Go into the fire, get nice and hot, tap over the anvil, and then after you finish with the anvil, into the power hammer for a bit, and then out we come and start a mammoth job of standing by the grinder. And I've forged, welded them all together. Looks like pretty good weld here. And the N20 is on the sides, and I've cut some big grooves in the side that you can see there, which is going to be the cutting edge. So here's the billet, which was 1084 carbon steel center, 15N20 on that side, 15N20 on this side, heated up in the forge, tapped all over the anvil just to stick it together, put under the power hammer, and then given a good boom boom boom, and then just a fair bit of time sanding to get this down. So it's still pretty thick, the base here, which will get some more. But what I actually want, let's see if I can show you the effect. Just being 3 layers, but I really like the look. I think the look looks really good. Okay, obviously with a lot more time, it's going to make a difference, but check this out. See that line? That's going to look pretty cool when one's one colour steel and one's the other. It's lovely welded together, that line. A little bit of junk on there, but like I said, it's only in the ferric chloride for a second, just so you can see. There we go. I reckon when that's all cleaned up, and the 2 differing colours, I reckon that'll look really nice. Really good, but still very thick here, as you can see. But we'll get that down. We're on the way. We're getting closer. So more sanding and we'll see how he comes up. Well, here we are, back at the bench with the blade. And it's been in the belt sander. I've had it going across like that. Then I've got my little magnet, put my magnet on there and held him vertical in the right against the steel, just to keep it nice and flat. Keep having a look. Now it's nice and straight, and we're on the bench with some 320 wet and dry, and we're gonna sand. So there's gonna be no hurry and no rush. We're just gonna sand that quite nicely till it's nice and flat, gradually going up in grit till probably 1200 before we do any heat treatment on the blade. Want to make sure there's no scratches anywhere. Because if you have a scratch now, and then you heat treat it, you try and get that scratch out. It is crap. You'll be rubbing for ages and thinking, gee, I wish I spent 2 more minutes and rubbed that little scratch out, because now it spoils the whole blade. So if you see a little scratch in this bit, get it now, don't wait till later. Okay, so there's the blade, just sanded down with 600 wet and dry, so there's no scratches anywhere. The whole billet is welded really well, there's no little inclusions or anything in there. So a bit of a look down the profile here. Now what needs to happen with this is, needs to go into the forge to normalise it, because it's been heated to yellow hot, belted with a power hammer within 1 inch of its life, belted on the anvil, ground and pushed and shoved and everything, and it's all stressed now, and it just wants to go like that, like you do. And the way we do that is to normalise it. I'll show you what that is. Now what we've got to do, we've got to get our nice blade here and put him in there till he's non-magnetic. That'll be around 840, 860 degrees C. and this won't magnetise to a magnet. And then when it's like that, just take it out and let it cool. And that will normalise it. And I'd say do that twice before you then heat it a third time and then give it the quench to harden it. So we're just turning the steel back into one piece of steel rather than three pieces that we're welding together. So that's the theory behind normalisation. So we'll fire up the forge, stick him in there and get him red hot, and then we'll put our mark on there. Aiki, harmony with spirit and energy. That's what's going on here. Now, just almost ready for me to put my maker's mark on there. Here we go, put our mark on there, about here. Nice and clear, that's going to look really good. So now what we need to do is leave this, whoa, leave this blade just to normalise, just like that. Then we can clean him up some more. Okay, what we're doing now, got our oven coming up to 815 degrees C, and what we're going to do, we're going to put this big lump of metal in the oven. And the reason why we're going to do that is we're going to want to heat the quenching oil to about 30 to 40 degrees C. And the easiest way to do that is just put one of those in there and poof, into your oil, and bang, your oil's nice and hard. So yes, we've got the blade all ready to go into the oven. Very nice and clean, as you can see. I've cleaned it, rubbed it back with 600 wet and dry, cleaned it with acetone, and ready to go into the oven. And it will be quenched into the bucket, which I'll show you when we get there. But at the minute, the oven's only 520, we need 815. That's hot. You can hear it boiling like a fish and chip shop. Woo-hoo! 120. 90 now. Yeah, man, sitting on about 100 degrees C. By the time that cools off, it'll be about 30 or 40. Yeah, just still cooling. That's a good way to heat up the oil though, eh? Non-magnetic. So, straight into the quench oil. Keep it moving. There you go, they're straight from the quench. We can see our lines here of the 15 and 20 and the 1084. There we go. Looking pretty good, looks like all the welds are good. I've just sanded the blade back with 600. Just to remove all the oxides that are on there before I put it in the tempering oven. There we go, just starting to see the separation. Been in for about 10 minutes. That's looking get it, there we go. Still got the ferric chloride on it because it's going back in, it's not enough yet. There you go, that's a good angle. There we go. How's that for a Mai kitchen knife in the rain? Nah, the black looks good, eh? I'm really pleased with that. A black kitchen knife. The dark side. Nah, it's really good. Look at that. That looks great. Next video we'll have the handle on there and give him a bit more of a clean up. But for this one, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And yes, let's get this big black bad boy. Let's do some more work on him because he is awesome. Cheers. See ya.